Hello there. Welcome to the Apollo Solar Water Heating Installation Online Training Part 4. In this video, we will be providing some plumbing tips and demonstrating how to install plumbing accessories and electricals that connect directly to the integrated high-pressure tank. We would like to reiterate that all components used during installation of Apollo systems must be of an approved type and SABS approved where stipulated. The plumbing or electrical connection of the geyser should only be done by a professional to avoid any injuries, and must be evaluated by a certified plumber to get a certificate of compliance.
It is important to keep in mind before beginning installation to leave the vacuum tubes in a cool, shady area. Vacuum solar tubes must never be installed to an empty water tank. It is recommended that you begin filling the water tank once the first two tubes have been installed. Use PTFE tape or hemp around all the joints and connection threads. For high-pressure systems, PTFE tape should only be used for cold water connections, while hemp should be used on hot water connections. All pipework shall be designed to withstand the expected working pressures and temperatures. All piping above the roof must be copper, and all pipes must be installed either horizontally or vertically. None must be dangling in mid-air. Cold and hot water pipe connections to and from the solar water heater must have thermal lagging installed on pipes, fittings, and components. The insulation provided shall be appropriate to the minimum temperatures to be expected in that geographical area. Minimum R value for pipe lagging must be at least or equal to 1. The shuttle valves are installed to enable easy, effective, and correct removal and replacement of component parts during maintenance, replacement or repair, and effective discharge and drainage of water from the system.
The drain cock shall comply with SANS 1808-53. The drain cock discharge pipe and outlet shall not be situated near the terminal box. Please refer to our separate video for the safety valve, vacuum breaker, and anti-siphon loop part of the installation. Discharge pipes connected to the pressure control valve and the safety valve or TP valve are to be metal and must be installed in a continuous downwards direction facing away from the solar water heater in frost-free ambient environment, with outlets being left open to the atmosphere. Where electrical geysers can be set to reach a maximum temperature of 60 degrees Celsius using a thermostat, solar water heaters may exceed 60 degrees Celsius for as long as the sun is out. Thus, as a safety measure for SANS 10.10.6, where the temperature of the stored water is not set to 60 degrees Celsius, the system must be fitted with a missing valve. A pressure control valve must be installed to reduce the incoming water pressure to the maximum permissible pressure of 400 kPa allowed in the installation. The pressure control valve shall be situated at a convenient position along the incoming cold water supply pipeline before the cold water inlet of the solar geyser.
For demonstration purposes, we will be utilizing the IHP 12 100-liter high-pressure system. Please refer to the previous video linked below for the unboxing of the geyser tank and accessories. For this assembly, you will need the element, thermostat pocket, thermostat, TP valve or safety valve, anode, drain valve, 15mm male brass stopper, some hemp, and a 22mm male connex fitting. Side note, for the 100-liter systems, we prefer to use a 22mm male to half-inch connex fitting for the hot water outlet, as the 100-liter on-roof kit will be 15mm copper piping.
We will begin by installing the element. Please note, the element must be SABS approved. First, slide on the element gasket. Then, wrap the hemp around the thread and use a touch of water to bind the hemp. Finally, insert the element into the element hole on the side of the geyser and tighten with the element spanner or shifting spanner so no water can seep out. However, please take note not to over-tighten the element, as when it expands due to the hot water, it can cause the side cover to crack.
Next, we will be installing the thermostat pocket. According to SANS regulations, the thermostat and element must be separate. Begin by sliding on the thermostat pocket gasket. Then wrap the hemp around the thread and use a touch of water to secure the hemp on the thread. Finally, insert the thermostat pocket into the thermostat pocket hole on the geyser and tighten using a spanner. The thermostat can then be inserted into the thermostat pocket with a little push to ensure it clips into place.
Moving on to the top of the geyser. First, install the TP valve and tighten with a spanner. It is recommended that hemp be used instead of PTFE tape, as hemp may form a better watertight seal under the high pressure and temperatures. Then, install a brass 22mm male connex fitting with hemp that will connect the on-roof plumbing kit to the hot water outlet. Please note, on a 100-litre system, this will be a 15mm male connex fitting. We will install the anode at the very end once the water has filled up the tank, as to allow the air to escape during the filling process.
Moving on to the bottom of the geyser. Install a 15mm male brass stopper with hemp wound around the thread on the red thread hole and tighten with a spanner. Then we can install the drain cock with hemp or PTFE tape wrapped around the thread on the cold water inlet and tighten with a spanner. Finally, after filling the tank up, we can install the anode. Please remember to wrap hemp around the anode thread before installation.
Just a reminder, for your safety and to meet regulations, some requirements include: the installed element must be SABS approved, thermostat and element must be separate according to SANS, electrical wires for the backup element must be a minimum of 2.5mm, according to SABS, an isolator switch for the geyser must be installed.
SANS 10254 clearly states that the electrical wiring system shall comply with SANS 10124-1 and that the water heater shall be connected to the electrical supply in the approved manner. During installation or maintenance, please make sure to switch off mains before removing the waterproof element cover. This appliance must be earthed. The thermostat fitted incorporates a cutout safety device and must only be replaced with the identical type. Do not switch on electricity without filling the storage tank with water. Stranded wires must be crimped at the ends. Ensure that all electrical connections are securely tightened. Only replace the element with an identical type. The sheath of the heating element shall be permanently and reliably connected to the earthing terminal. We will now demonstrate how to wire the element and thermostat.
We will be using a porcelain connector here as it has a much higher maximum operating temperature of 350 degrees Celsius compared to standard thermoplastic connectors. First, attach the porcelain connector to the side of the geyser near the element by using the self-tapping screws. Next, prepare 2 segments of live wire. Please make sure the electrical wire gauge is at least 2.5 millimeters. Attach 1 segment of the live wire from the thermostat to the element. Please make sure to attach the wire to the live terminal of the element. Then attach the other segment of live wire from the thermostat to the porcelain connector. Now prepare a segment of neutral wire. Attach the neutral wire to the neutral terminal of the element and the porcelain connector. Then prepare the earth or ground wire as shown. And attach the ground or earth wire to the earth terminal of the element. Lastly, prepare the element cover and the external connection. First, thread the external connection through the element cover. Please make sure to match the live, neutral, and earth wires appropriately. Then attach it to the porcelain connector. Finally, bring the element cover up and screw it into the side of the geyser using the 4 self-tapping screws until the gasket makes a watertight seal with the geyser.
Finally, we would like to focus on a very important aspect of electrical installation, which is the earthing of the geyser. The gauge of the earth wire used must be at least 2.5 millimeters. Earth wires are not allowed to be twisted together. Use ferrules to connect the earth wires together. The earth connection point at the geyser isolator to the hot and cold water pipes must be electrically continuous, i.e., if you disconnect the earth wire from the terminal on the geyser isolator, the earth wire must be continuous and not separate wires. If the earth wires are separate, then use a ferrule to join the earth wires together and then connect earth wires to the connection point.
If you do not use the existing geyser isolator switch, but instead use the wires to extend to the new isolator, then use a 30 amp connector to join the live and neutral wires, and to use a ferrule to join the earth wire. The geyser isolator must not be installed further than 1.5 meters from the geyser. All the copper pipes must be earthed and bonded to the geyser earth. This is not to be taken lightly. Earthing and bonding are very different, but often confused together. Earthing limits the risk of electrical shock if you are to make contact with a metal pipe which has electric current flowing through it due to a fault. On the other hand, bonding prevents getting an electrical shock when you're touching two different types of metal and reduce geyser corrosion from electrolysis.
Use a bonding strip to connect the two copper pipes leading to the vacuum breakers with a clamp. Avoid just wrapping the bonding strip around the copper pipes. Connect the earth wire to one of the clamps which is attached to the bonding strip, usually the clamp nearest to the element side. Do not just twist the earth wire around the water pipe. This earth wire from the geyser pipes can be connected to the earth wire at the geyser isolator, or directly to the earth bar in the main electrical board. Thank you for watching this video on plumbing tips, installation of plumbing accessories, and the electricals that connects directly to the geyser.
See you next time!